Well, this is a little snake that I found. He fucking bit me a couple times. I don't want. He might bite me on the camera. He's a little crazy. Luckily, he ain't shit. It's a wild animal. I'm gonna let him go, or I'll bite his head off. I should. He just felt that.
Don't let Tank get him. Tank will rip him
You
in
can
two.
do it. Put your snake into it. So if you ever need like a spot. Anyway, I didn't make no sense, but here's my little snake. His name is called Steven the Snake.
Let him bite you on the nose real quick. See what happens.
He looks like a little fucking ass. Excuse my language. He's a meanie. I want to put it on Facebook somehow, but he's a little biter. He's done bit me. Thank God he's not poisonous. I'll be effed up. But in live, if you ever see cat eyes, they're poisonous. But if you look, he's got circle eyes, so he's not poisonous. He can bite you all day long. It's just like a lizard biting you. No big deal.
Yeah, and do like Ben. When you see a snake, and before you even really look at it,
Just snatch him up. When I
snatch
seen
him
him
up like it ain't nothing.
I said,
fuck it, if
let
he's
me do it.
poisonous,
Put
who
your
cares?
ass into it. And just grab the snake, and he becomes your baby. Hello, baby.
After he pisses and craps all over your arms and everything. You're
You
good.
yeah. I tell you what, they let off a stench that's, you can't really smell it now, but you can feel it in your body. And you have to give them a good scrub, because they're a wild animal. When they're domestic, they don't put it off. When they're wild, this thing's wild. Yeah, it's a stinker. It's selling off. Can we put it to Facebook? You can do it. Put your snake into it. You can do it. Put your wild snake into it. I just look at. He's grabbing hold of me like my best friend.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be dropped.
Well, so that is one. He's like, no, I trust you. He's gonna bit me.
Stop friggin' scratching, Bentley. Jesus.
Yeah, I gotta go. See my knuckles? I gotta grab them. My knuckles got all kind of shit from this little bastard here. Thank God he's not too big. If he's a big one, I'd let him go. But these little guys, you can play with. You can play with. They don't know what they're doing. They're doing cool. Like lizards, they dip, they dap, they look for lizards. They look for frogs. They look for shit.
It's probably what they eat when they're that small as lizards.
Lizards, frogs, anything they can do. He's a healthy guy. We caught him looking for something. Little mice. And he bit my fingers. But my fingers are bigger than his hand, so if I run onto it, I can go and bite his head off. He's seen that. You see that? They pay attention.
I guarantee that's the mama back there in the shed that I found.
This is
that
just a
big one.
baby. We've got big snakes in the back, and this is gonna be a baby. This is one that just came out of a nest, and he's out trying to do his thing. But he beautiful, shiny, healthy, doing his thing. That's what snakes do. You
He's
can't
a
give them
lot
too
cool-
much.
He's a lot calmer than, like, say, a black
Okay.
racer or something. If that was a black racer, that fucker would still be biting you, even after half an hour holding him.
No, that's because he's warm. If I let his neck go, he'll start biting. You have to understand, 4 inches, he can get me. Right here, he can't bite me. Soon as I get where my, see right here, my pinky thumb is, if I let him go there, that's when he starts biting. That's when he started biting me.
And sometimes they won't even open their mouth. They'll just, like, strike at you, like, to scare you, get you to leave them alone.
Yeah. But this guy right here, you bite, you grab him, and you give him this much room, which is about 1.5 inches, 2 inches, then they can turn around and bite. Right here, they can't do nothing. They don't have enough. They're full of muscle, but they don't have enough of their muscle to do it. So they're either shit on you or piss on you. But he's not doing nothing. He's greasy as gnat. He's greasy as all. I'm gonna let him back in the woods here in a few. He'd make a nice little leather. He won't make enough, but maybe half of a finger glove. I wish my neighbor was here. He'd love to see this shit.
So in other words, as long as there's at least 5 inches or more, then they can do something nasty, huh?
They're only gonna bite you when you got too much. Yeah, that's right. Like, watch. You wanna see? You see how they start getting independent? You see how they start getting independent? You gotta stop. They almost bit. You see that? You give them 1, 2, 3. They start getting independent. You gotta hold them down. They start trying to get too much. You hold them at 2 inches. You got them at bay, almost like a collar on a dog. Almost like a collar on a dog. They can't bite. You can turn them, but they're not gonna do much. Unless they piss and shit on you, think, God, this one's pretty cool. You give them too much.
Once you put it down your pants and see what kind of dance you can learn.
You can do it. Put your dick into it. No, I ain't gonna do it.
You done fucked it up.
Nah, I'm just joking.
All right, video's over. Ben ruined it.